Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com. I hope you are feeling fantastic today, and the topic for this video is jealous guys, how to talk to her. I've been already giving you lots of tips and tactics for jealous men and how to deal with jealousy, insecurity or controlling issues. And in this video I'm going to cover how to talk to her. If you decide to talk with your wife or girlfriend, how do you communicate with her so that it doesn't trigger a whole lot of fight and distance between the two of you, okay? These ideas come from my book here, How to Master Your Jealousy. You can get this one on Amazon, and you can get also my online program, which contains audios, videos, ebook, articles, the whole thing. So you can check for the links in the description of this video. So, talk to her or not? That's the first question that you have to ask yourself. Imagine a situation, for instance, you have your girlfriend or wife working with a male colleague, right? And this guy starts being a little bit invasive. He starts texting her in the evening, more and more. They start having conversations, like he calls her, and she enjoys the attention, of course, because he's a flirty guy, and they start having a nice going-on connection. So what do you do with that? If you start building up, jealousy or insecurity, and you feel like you want to do something about it, what is really the best way to go? And talking to her is only one of the possible approaches. In some situations, it's really the best thing to do. But, if you talk to her, you have to be really aware of how you approach that and what is the best way to communicate with her. So, talking to her is one of the possible approaches. Another approach is to precisely, work on some material that you have. For instance, get my book and work on that by yourself, on your own, rather than unloading your emotional insecurities on her. Another way to go is to discuss that with a family member or a friend. Another way to go is also to pick up the phone and give me a call and have a coaching session with me. So you have all those different approaches, right? Another one is really to basically, deal with it internally and realize that whatever is going on between the two of them cannot touch you. You are confident, you are in control, you are in charge of your life, and your mind is strong and powerful, and this is not threatening your relationship. Okay? So, of all those different approaches, you have to first select the right one. And if you decide that talking to her is the way to go, the way you are going to talk to her can lead to success or disaster, depending on how you approach it. Literally, after the discussion that you might have with her, she might decide to do something about it and realize that it's a mistake to be having a connection with that guy, or literally, after a conversation like this one, realize that she feels limited in your relationship and she wants to break up with you. So you have to be really, aware and conscious and skilled in the way you approach that and in the way you communicate with her. So suppose that you decide to communicate with her, you have three general attitudes or three general communication styles that you can use. Those are only samples. It's possible that there are more communication styles that you can use, but for now I'm going to just focus on these three ones because they are kind of archetypal and they give you an idea of of the different ways to go. So the first approach is a demanding approach. Basically what you're saying is, I want you to stop connecting with that guy. I want him to stop calling you in the evening. I want you to stop contacting him, and it's a demand. There is no discussion, okay? So it's pressure, it's demand coming from you. The second approach is a very insecure one. Basically what you are saying, here is how I feel. I feel threatened by that. I don't like it. And basically it's a little bit complaining and feeling insecure and sharing these insecurities with her. It hurts me. I have the feeling that you are building up a connection and I really don't like it. And basically when you are sharing on that level, it makes you a little bit powerless. It establishes a hierarchy of power in your relationship where she's up there, she holds the control and you are basically, you know, asking for help, for her to help you with that, but in a very insecure way. So that's the second possible attitude. The third possible attitude is the attitude that I call open or curious. And basically, what you're saying to her is, I have a question. And what you are asking her for is suggestions. So, I have a question, what do you suggest? So, what is this question? You know, the way you present it to her is, I have a question about our couple and boundaries and what is okay and what is not, and I want to have your input on that, because I don't know what the right answer is, and I want us to build up a solution together. Okay? So you notice that when you are going that way, you're asking for her input, it's a very different thing. You're having an open discussion about relationship boundaries, what is okay and what is not, and you want to understand where she stands and what she feels is right. So there are different ways of bringing it up. You can say, I have a dilemma and I don't know how to solve it. I face a challenge with our relationship because there is something going on that I don't fully understand. Can you help me with that? And then you tell her what's happening. You say, well, there is something happening now, you know, in the last couple of weeks, and I feel that, you know, you have this colleague at work who is calling home quite frequently. I was wondering if you feel that this is okay in our relationship or if it's not. And if it's okay, does it mean that, for instance, if I had for instance, my ex contacting me frequently, is this something that would make you feel insecure or not? If I was developing a friendship with a female friend, do you have the feeling that you would be okay with that? Me going out for drinks or not? You know, you can basically mirror what she's doing and give her an impression of what it feels to be in your shoes right now and ask her for input. You're not saying, you know, here is what I want you to do. I don't want you to see that guy anymore. What you're saying is, I face a challenge, I need your help with that. Would you be happy to help me? And then she's going to start sharing. Because I believe that you both want the same in your relationship. And the boundaries that you establish for yourself should work for her as well. And the ones that she decides to establish for herself should work for you as well. So this is the beginning of a discussion. And it's not, you know, a competitive discussion. It's not, I challenge you, or I attack you, or I want you to do this or that. What you're saying is, let's find a collaborative solution to that. And this is extremely, extremely powerful. I'm pretty sure that most people who would engage in a similar discussion would realize that after having a couple of chats like these ones with their partner, they feel like it's really empowering their relationship. And again, you know, I'm not saying that this way to go is the right one. I'm giving you options and possible tactics and possible strategies. And it's really up to you to decide which one works best in your specific situation. If I had to give you, you know, an advice, I would say that the open and curious attitude works really, really well in my experience. I, you know, suggested that to lots of my clients, and they came up with you know, very satisfying results out of this type of conversations. In my own life, it's one that I apply as well a lot. You know, look, I have a challenge, I don't know what to do with it, what do you suggest? And then you let your partner talk about it, talk about what they are feeling and what they're experiencing on their side. So this is just a small tip, okay? I have, you know, 8 pages of notes on possible discussions and a way to approach, but of course it's a short, you know, video, so I don't have time to share all that. But for now, I want you to simply check this out, check this possibility, try to experiment with it, post in the comments what is happening in your own life with when you do that, and if you want help on you know, on this specific issue, jealousy and controlling patterns in your own life, I invite you to do a couple of things. First, get this book on Amazon. If you are a woman facing jealousy issues, here it is. You can make a search on Amazon for Francisco Bujan, B-U-J-A-N, it's my name. Otherwise, you can go back to my site and get the online versions of all that, which include videos, audios, ebooks, and articles. And this is at vitalcoaching.com/jealousyforman.htm. Jealousy for man is just in one word. And that's the version for guys. And the version for women is at vitalcoaching.com/jealousyforwomen.htm. You will see on the side that there is a link for coaching as well, so you can have one-on-one sessions with me by phone, and it's very, very powerful. I'm convinced that within a month you can get rid of most of your jealousy and controlling patterns, unwanted jealousy. And if this is creating a trouble in your relationship, I encourage you to do something about it. It's really super, super important. So I hope this video gives you a good boost. Again, get in touch if you want to know more about any of that. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to check them out. And if you have questions for future videos, post in the comments and I'll be happy to answer. Also, don't forget to subscribe to these videos, because there are lots of more tips and advice is coming up on this type of topics. So take care for now, and talk to you soon again. Bye bye.